Hey guys, it's Major Foley here, and we're doing the Gold Edition version of A Long Way From Home. Pretty much the same strat. All we're going to be doing is playing a little bit defensively. Once our economy's in shape, we take up the point where we just train laborers and move laborers when we got an excess of resources to the Tamarisk tree to cut it down. I'll be explaining more as we go in the game. I've also made the announcement in the extended edition video that I qualified for a tournament in Escape for Tarkov. By Bastille, he hosts this tournament called the Punisher. So I'll be doing that next month. I think in a couple of weeks actually. It's somewhere between, I think, the 8th of April. So I have to be streaming that live if you're interested in watching that. Crash 4 comes out this week. That's something I plan on grabbing and streaming right now. I kind of hoped it would come on Steam with achievements, yada yada yada, but beggars can't be choosers, and I don't really have a problem with the Battle.net launcher that much, so I guess it's something. The only thing I'm worried about is double dipping like I did with the Insane Trilogy, which I did even though I did not own a PS4. Anyway.
North of here, a great tamarisk tree grows from the riverbank. In its trunk, we will find the head of Osiris.
Chiron, soldiers approach!
I am Njordseer. We're following the One-Eye. We've tracked him all the way from Midgard.
The One-Eye? Gargarensis? The Cyclops?
Aye, he has united the giants, up north. Much of Midgard now lies in ruin. We were sent to follow him in hopes of preventing Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
The end of the world. Have you seen the One-Eye?
He is here. We are fighting against him as well. Will you join us?
We will.
So, the first time we see the Norse, most of our Norse units will not be surviving, by the way. So we'll just wait for the scout.
Hey, look, scout. Follow him back to his camp. Perhaps they can help us.
So we're going to send Chiron down to clean up a tower that's down here. And 2 Scorpion Men. We want to get their attention. And we want to kill them. So get over those guys over there.
To our camp. We shall help you find your way to the Tamarisk.
Now, so we get 2 sets of interesting units. We get Jarls, which are human soldiers good against myth units, so they're not heroes. So they aren't immune to special abilities.
Seek out and destroy these tombs in the desert, and the attacks will stop.
The other is the raiding cavalry, which are your standard cavalry. They're good against your like archers, really. So we're gonna clean up this tower. There's a cheaper myth unit relic here that we should grab. And in regards to food, there's 2 elephants we can hunt up here. There's a couple of giraffes here, but I don't usually make use of them. And so we'll be hunting down the elephants, and then we will be just using farms. Another thing, why are my laborers building different houses? Oh no, they're building a monument, that's right. So we're getting monuments so we can get the favor for the migdols we'll be building when we get to the fortress age. We'll also build an armory pretty quickly. So most of the attacks we face are going to come from the north. Another thing we need to do quickly is, in this mission specifically, there are 2 mummy temples that will raid your camp like the unit mentioned. By destroying the temples they spawn from, we get a bounty of 1,000 gold, and we have to deal with a minor scarab spawn. But other than that, we'll only be taking out 1, because it's the only one in our way. The reason you want to destroy at least this one... I should actually explain this. In Titan difficulties especially, these temples don't harass Gargarensis like they do in the easier ones, so that's another reason why we are cleaning up the one next to our base, but we're not bothering with the other one. I just want to get these houses done ASAP, and we can start hunting. So we're going to move our units back now. The temple will be dealt with soon enough. We're going to get a few priests. Alright, now, we're going to get Chiron. Oh, the Axeman, of course, still there. That's not cool. So just going to have the Chiron hopefully take away their attention, because he can tank the damage just fine. Because when scarabs die, they release some pretty nifty damage, which is not great. Alright, with the houses done, we are now going to hunt those elephants down. We can use the military to help them. And we need to send the ox cart up here. Now, like I said, the attacks will come from the north, and we can use this tower to help defend against those. priests are supposed to be good against mid units. They feel like crap now and then. Now, you can micromanage your units, or you can just have your military help here. So, whichever one you choose, just, you know, be aware what you do. He's gone for the ox cart. Interesting. Now he's gone back. And that's just a lot of food we can grab. Now we're going to send our units all up here to defend against the attacks. And once we get some food, we're just going to train laborers. A little slower than I normally do because I usually only have 2 build their houses, but I wanted them done quickly this time. So just have more done. Alright, so we get laborer training done. There's one more elephant we can use, and each of these elephants have 750 food, so it's a lot of food we can get out of this. Alright. So we're going to get a lot of farms, a decent chunk on gold, and there's not really a lot of wood on this map, but it's enough to make an army of chariot archers, so we will be building those. Alright, we're going to use one labourer to build some walls on the left to prepare for when we take it over. And we're going to chop down some wood here. So one wall is going to be built here. The other one's going to be built up here near the giraffes. And then there's another one over here where there's a couple of crocs, so we're going to have to deal with that after the attack we deal with. Now, the mummy's second temple is up here, but hopefully we can wall it in time and not have to worry about it. Elephant's nearly done. Oh, there's the attack, and it decided to come from the south this time. Yeah, they're not really consistent in their attacks, but at least they'll come to the watchtower, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Losing one labourer is not the end of the world. Try to select the raiding cavalry there. Alright, so we'll get the next elephant over here. Where's he gone? There he is.
You need to.
The ox cart can really tank the damage. It's not really a labourer that has low health. Anyway, with one of the, since we lost the labourer, we're gonna just continue building it with this. And we're gonna start building some more farms. Get the husbandry upgrade since we can afford it now. We got the armory up too, so whenever we get enough food, we can tech up. Build a little second wall there, and since we held off the attack, we're going to send Chiron up here to go deal with the crocs, so that our labourer is safe when they build the wall. Where's our pharaoh? Yep, he's empowering that, so we'll get the food bonus. Might as well get the plow upgrade now, get the pickaxe. We can get the bow saw upgrade, we might as well get all the upgrades before we tech. We're in no hurry. Oh, looks like there's the mummies. Just send the priest there. Keep your units away from them if you can, so they don't cast the special abilities. If you hear that sound, they're casting their special. Although it looks like it bugged out there because it was already casting it, so we did lose a unit. So you've got to remember that the mummies use their special ability to convert into a minion. Enemy units into minions. Which is fatal when it happens. It's a one-shot kill, essentially, after a certain amount of time. Unfortunate, but like I said, they're not all going to live. We'll get one Sphinx to help in the defense. And we're going to send these guys over to the wood over here, and that food source is done. And the reason we're not going to want to keep an ox cart here is because we want the labourers to get bring it to the town centre for the empowerment bonus that we get from the pharaoh. And we're eventually going to need to get some gold gatherers too. So we're going to wait until we age up. Alright, with that done, most of our lines are covered, so the only really parts they can attack are from here or here. And even if we lose some units, it's not the end of the world.
In which time?
Alright, I think we got enough farms, so we're going to send them to gold now.
In which?
Or we can just send them over here first. Because we want to keep our gold in one section for when we cast Prosperity. Nope, there's the attack on the west side, or east side, sorry. So I believe in this mission specifically, there's one massive base of Gargarensis and then one small base.
In which you refer to?
So yeah, the tower's helping keeping the laborers alive, so I'm not too worried about the laborers dying there. Alright, we can tech pretty soon. How many farms we got? 16. Maybe a couple more will be alright. Get one more Sphinx. Nah, actually, we'll tech up. So as ISS, we get cheaper age up, although we hit 800. I want to go with Nephis again, just so we can cast Ancestors to clear out the towers here, which is another thing they added in Titan. There's always 2 towers here. So, something to be aware of. Oh wow, there's no mining camp down here.
You
We
refer?
can build that for later, but we're going to send our units up there. And we want to get that town center when we can. We also want to get 2 migdols, one to train elephants, one to train chariot archers. And we should have enough of an economy to maintain that and train laborers as needed. Anyway, we don't want to keep them there. There is the... I think there might have been animals down there, zebras, but... Not 100% sure. I don't really come down here often. I don't think there is. Anyway, we'll get another Sphinx. We're not going to upgrade them, they don't really need to. Sphinxes are handy because they deal some crush damage against buildings. Alright, so now we're going to build these migdols quickly. Oh, we're under attack again. Interesting. Well, we lost the labor, that's unfortunate. Now, if you're worried you're going to lose too many of your villages, you can always ring the bell to bring them back to your town center, but that wasn't really necessary there, as you saw. So we're going to get these guys out, and we're going to get them to do that. And we're going to build the town center now, since we don't have enough favor to build the other migdol yet. They really seem very curious on the east side for once. Even happened to me on the extended edition. Rarely happens to me most of the time. But... Now after the 2 migdols are done, we 100% want to cast Prosperity and send the Pharaoh over. We're gonna get the elephant upgrade now. Actually, no. I'm gonna sell some wood and we're just gonna build the other migdol. Which I probably wouldn't recommend doing considering wood's a limited commodity in this one, but... We should have more than enough. There's some more here, there's a bunch of like small parts there. So you're alright, especially if you want to just hurry up and get your upgrades. More, we need more. I want to get at least 15 on gold. That should be enough for gold, and then a couple more. Actually no, because they're food gatherers, so yeah. How many have I got on food? 16. Alright, get the wood upgrade when we can afford it. Get the Pharaoh over there. Get the quarry upgrade. Get the heavy chariots upgrade. And then when the Pharaoh is nearly there, we'll just cast Prosperity. Start training elephants there. Chariot Archers here. And we're just gonna start cleaning this out as the training happens. Cast it. They're close enough. They're pretty close. Have the priests and Chiron take care of those. Cast Ancestors here. Don't forget you can also get the armory upgrades if you so choose. And when you take this area, you're going to want to keep a couple units here to prevent Gargarensis' forces from walling or towering up the sections.
In which
Alright, that's more than enough villagers. So now we're just going to send them to the Tamarisk tree. And we don't want to go too far up because then Gargarensis will bring a bigger army with siege towers. So we want to just keep them behind this like little alcove, I guess you could say, or this hill. No further than down the hill. Start training that. We're just going to start sending them over. Buy some food. And we're going to bring them furrow back onto the town center. We're nearly pop capped as it is. So we should be alright. As soon as we start chopping, he'll start sending villagers and then small raids. As long as we don't go down the hill, we shouldn't have to deal with his bigger army. So there also is another relic here. It's also the same as the other one, the nose of the Sphinx. So if you want more hit points for your buildings, go for it. Where are you going? Oh, I didn't wall this section off, right. Good thing I noticed. Because that would have been awkward. I think we've got way too many gold gatherers. We're going to send them all on the Tamarisk tree. With the amount of gold we've stockpiled, it's more than enough. We're also going to get the fortified town center upgrade, and I think when we can afford it. Which we can't. I can buy it, but I don't think there's a reason to. You can fit around like 37 villages around the Tamarisk tree, I think, 36. Why are you chopping normal wood? Get in here. There's the Plague of Serpents that they can cast. There's another minor attack. And here comes some villagers. Yeah, we'll get the Tamarisk tree done faster if we just do it this way. There we go. Got some food coming in. And probably buy some wood to get the fortified town center upgrade. There we go. Costs us some gold, but worth it. And it shouldn't take too long to chop the Tamarisk tree as long as you got laborers just training to get there. You can go to the Mythic Age, it's not really required though either, so... Get that irrigation upgrade, why not? We're pop capped, so resources are just going to stockpile at this point. Make sure to watch your laborers, because if they're getting attacked, they'll probably try to get off the job. As a safety mechanism kind of thing. You can see his priests are a lot more powerful in terms of armor. Pretty much double the armor. Alright. Think we can send a few villagers from farming over there now too. Very insistent on sending one priest to die right now. You also got the Eclipse power, but I don't find it useful unless you train a lot of myth units, which I train a couple of Sphinxes, it's not a lot. If you train more... Whoop, looks like the bigger army is pushing regardless. I must have pushed too far. So it's a good thing we have our army here. We might as well cast Eclipse for our Sphinxes. Have your Chariot Archers focus fire, so they can bring down the elephants faster. Interesting how... I don't know, Extended Edition can act weird sometimes. I didn't receive a big attack like this last time. Same level, same difficulty. Who knows? Yeah, it's funky in that version.
Tawid.
Anyway, attack held. Elephants and tanky boys and Chariot Archers supporting them. It's easy peasy. And the Tamarisk tree's done. There you go. Nice and easy. Now, that's it for this one. Oh my god, we're so few levels away from North, and I hate the level North so much. It's like 3 levels away. Well, watch that first step. Where they belong, old friends, North. I don't like North. North is the worst level in the first campaign, in my opinion. It's the worst. It doesn't help that you have a lack of heroes in that one. You get like 2 big heroes and that's it. But that's it for A Long Way From Home, guys. And join me next time for Watch That First Step. Probably one of my favorite Osiris Peace missions. So, I'll catch you guys later.